And we're live.
So early.
Surprise. I know. Well, we weren't expecting to get this done today, but I'm excited that we got to get it done today. So
Forced my will on you.
there you are.
Let's go rant about random crap.
Well, we once again weren't expecting. Thank you very much for joining us. It's Greg, it's Stephanie, and also thank you to MBR Landscaping for our live feed this morning. MBR Landscaping and Cleaning. They've got cleaning services, weekly, bi-weekly, and deep cleaning services. You can give Bruno a call, 508-280-0605, online, mbrlandscaping.com. How are you, Greg?
Oh, great. Coffee started to kick in. I sat in traffic on the way here.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you should be, because it's totally your fault.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you had so much to do with it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Today was not the plan. We had scheduled to go to Boston. There was a bunch of other things that were happening. And then all of a sudden I found myself with a free morning and I was like, I had time to braid my daughter's hair. She's like, we should do this more often. Okay.
Oh, quality time.
I know. It really was a weird, bizarre
nice.
morning where things kind of changed and we're rolling with it.
And here I am ruining it.
I love
Yes.
that. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Mark. Hey, lady. So this one over here, where do we even begin? The many faces of Greg. I put worm in there because it is the full worm moon. So I figured we should just celebrate your fact that you are worm. And people still call you that, though.
Yeah, I'm not proud. I didn't want the nickname.
Thanks a lot,
Yeah, so many lovely reasons.
Johnny Beers.
Yeah.
Appreciate that one.
Thanks, big bro.
I can't even believe that you ended up at karaoke last night. Can we even talk about what an animal you are?
Well, no, I wasn't there all night. I was probably home by...
I'm exhausted. And you also run your own business, so you have to be exhausted. Pinkies up, everybody.
You got the go juice. You got to have the go juice.
I don't even know how you do it. It's just like a regular level of ADD. Like you just got to go.
Well, no, a buddy of mine went out and his girlfriend likes karaoke and he would rather be in bed, but he's a smart, good boyfriend. So I decided to go out for the few times that they did. And then I went to bed. I was asleep by midnight. So it's great.
Good for you. Hey, Mari, tell Hank we love him. This was not the plan today. This is just a bonus of things got messed up this morning. So making content.
I just kind of show up. Hey,
Well,
Stephanie. Stephanie.
I'm glad. I'm glad because we just had a change of plans this morning. So Greg came out to karaoke, came out to music bingo first. And there was a woman in there that I thought I was going to be setting Greg up with. And boy, was I wrong. I can just say, I can admit this freely as to how bad I am at determining a person's age.
Well, you're a kind-hearted, supportive person with no intelligent judgment of age.
I guess I really thought she was
She's
a little
like
bit
30.
older.
Just go on. Nope, that's, your math is bad.
Well, because you're in the dating realm and I'm not, so
No, I'm avoiding the dating realm.
Oh.
I should be in the dating realm.
You're
I
out there.
don't like being single. You remind me every so often on camera
Wait a
that I
minute.
need a girlfriend.
no, this is dating with Greg. So let's talk about this. So last night it started out with a girl that I thought she might be 30. You should talk to her. She seems sweet. She approached you and was like, it seemed like she wanted more than just to chat with you.
I thought she was just picking up food.
It was a derailment.
Well, I also know her from hanging out when she was hanging out with a buddy of mine.
Okay.
So I don't know what the rules are, but I'm.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of awkward. And we do have a small pond.
Oh yeah.
I know I don't need to tell you these things. Good morning, Katie. Good morning, Marta. Good morning, Serafina. Thanks for checking in with us. So I'm watching this little dialogue between you and this woman that I think is 30.
Oh, this is really the topic for the morning.
Oh, yeah. No,
It's good
we're
to see
starting
everybody.
here. We're starting here. So I think she's 30. And then I don't know why I started talking about another friend that I knew her through. And then I was like, but wait a minute, how old are you? And she said, oh, I'm just turned 24. And I'm like, Okay. When she's younger than my child, you get a pass. I looked at Greg. I gave the thumbs up, moving the stuff out of here.
Yep. The quick sorry. Yep. I screwed up. Yep.
Fast forward to the mid portion
My
of the
math no
evening when we
good.
end up at the cantina. And Greg is saddled next to our good friend Rosie, who is what? 80?
Sprightly 80. Okay.
I think she fell in love last night. She was pulling up lyrics. I
Oh,
got the
she was trying to serenade me.
after text. Yeah. I got the after text from another one of our friends that happened to be at the cantina with a photo of you and Rosie
I was being personable.
talking. She was pulling up lyrics. You guys were going over love songs. It started into karaoke thing.
Okay. We are spinning some things a little.
I'm just, as an outsider, objectively paying attention to this situation. There was also an older, young, some 20-something at the bar that we were like, hey, what about this? No. Then we went to Rosie Town.
Oh, the other young lady at the corner?
Yes. Who might be on my show tomorrow. We'll have to see. Her name is Brianna. I'm really excited about her coming on the show.
Seemed cool.
She's got a lot to talk about. Made me feel aged when she was like, I grew up listening to you. God.
I was still in diapers when you were on the radio. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
My mom made me listen to you on the way to school. And I'm like, oh, God. Nothing gets you going like, wow, that's amazing. I'm glad you were forced to listen to me. And now you're just used to me. So now I'm comfortable, like a pair of loafers.
Nice.
Comfortable. So you had this love connection with our lovely Rosie last night.
I was sitting there chatting with the person on my left because, unfortunately, if you've ever been out with Stephanie, everybody wants to get to know her and everybody wants to hang out with her. So you, I think, had 3 conversations at once at one point.
Yeah, it tends to happen. Well, I just get really excited. I love people. I love being in like group settings.
Yeah. Again, everybody's having a good time.
And somehow another one of our friends decided to start sharing nudes at the bar. Can we talk about that?
Oh.
But then texts me this
Is that
morning.
a bird? Weird. Oh, that's sun out. That's so crazy.
Sharing nudes at the bar. You can't just open that up and not share it with the group. I'm a group sharer. If we're in a group, we're all talking about it.
This is a lovely human. Not my bag, not looking in.
Marta says Greg has a way with much older ladies, right, Greg?
Thanks, pal.
That took me back to a fun night at the BBC. Please,
Oh,
come on.
Marta's bad people.
No, I disagree.
Bad.
Marta, give us the dirt.
No. Okay. Well, a few years back, we were out, saw each other, and I want to say there were other people, and they all left for the day because they're smarter when the sun goes down, go home. And I was trying to set her up with, I was like, oh, let's go find you a dude. Ha, ha, ha. So we were at, I think it was the BBC, and there were 3 eligible bachelors, as I assume they were eligible. Or they were at least
That's like a
bachelors.
TV show.
And I was like, oh, you can have the mature one. You can have the one that's more our age. You can teach a young buck something. I mean, what do you want to do? What flavor do you want? And
Got grossed out.
and-
Sorry.
yeah,
Sorry, Marta.
Yeah. And she wanted nothing to do with it. I'm like, okay, well,
Right?
You got options, sister. I'm sitting here with no options. So listen, I'll introduce you. I mean, dudes want to flirt with you. They're all eyeballing you.
You are the consummate wingman.
I actually, yeah, that's another fun story.
Tab.
Yeah. Another tab open. So much RAM gone. But she was like, oh, we'll set you up with this nice woman. And a woman much older, someone's great grandmother.
Is she a bad judge of age as well? Or
No,
is
it
this-
was
this
quite
purpose?
intentional and derogatory.
Because I feel like we always talk about you dating moms.
Marta had no respect in this conversation. No respect for me as a human. Yeah. It's like, oh, let's set you up with Granny. I'm sure she's a great person. She's not going to run away. She probably can't. Great. Thanks, Marta. Yeah. And there's just, yeah.
Oh, Greg.
Awful context. But it is a rule of thumb that if you go out with me, I'll walk up to people and I won't shut up. So I'm a fantastic introduction.
Yep.
But there are a couple times that I've gone out with buddies, and one I was at a bar, bachelorette party, walked right up to one of the ladies, had a fun little interaction, haha, for about a minute and a half, sidesteps me and starts going, what's your name and story, to my buddy. sidesteps me.
So
the,
awkward.
The quiet dude all of a sudden got a phone number, and I don't think he got
Like,
it.
how did that happen?
Like, Greg, you gotta like take chances and say hi to people. I'm like, why? Just so everybody else gets a phone number out of it?
John said mom's rule, and Marta said she loved Greg. Loved
Marta's
Greg.
bad people.
I disagree. I think she's fabulous. So thank you for joining us this morning.
No, Marta doesn't like me. Marta's a meanie head. Full blown meanie head.
Have you watched any of the Oscar movies?
Well, no.
No, I don't. There was one. I watched the Irish one, The Banshees of Inisherin,
Gesundheit?
right?
No, I don't.
I suggest you watch it only to scratch your head and wonder, what the hell am I watching along with me? I mean, I do get the layers of complexity in it. One of the guys cut off his fingers and threw him at his friend's house. Cut off his fingers because he didn't want to play the song his friend wanted him to play anymore. Cut them off and threw the digits at his home. I'm sorry if I'm ruining this movie for you.
Oh, that's
But it
right.
just strikes me as something that you would be a part of or be around.
Well, that just
and you would have the story because you knew the guy who knew the guy.
Well, I probably know everybody's middle name in that situation, but can we get back to Cocaine Bear? I still have to see it.
That is not at the Oscars.
Yeah. Oh, it will be.
There was a woman that I was
gotta see
interacting
that.
with at
God,
one
it's
of
so
my
stupid.
shows. That was the first time I've ever walked out of a movie theater. She said
she went to see
she
it?
walked out of the movie theater. She thought it was going to be funny, and she said it was so gory she had to leave.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it looks absolutely over the top.
Yeah.
I think they had a Red Band trailer. So
Okay,
Red Band
JT,
trailers-
thank you very much. JT Taylor said, Jonathan, it was so weird. Thank you. It was odd.
Perfect. I don't know if we've met, but hey, I'm
Right.
odd. It's me. Hi, I'm part of the problem. It's me.
Absolutely. So no, Cocaine Bear can wait until it comes out on one of the 400 streaming services I have.
I feel like Tuesday afternoons are like half price, so I'll probably go check that out. I'm like, maybe I'll take my new lady Rosie there.
There you
the
go.
Afternoon. Yeah,
She's a cheap date. Definitely go to a matinee.
that's what I'm like.
Oh, speaking of which, this is what I wanted to talk about since we're getting to the Oscars. I haven't seen Jamie Lee Curtis's new movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's up for a bunch of awards, supposedly great.
Cool.
But what she was doing in press when she was talking about, I want to see a matinee, and she was talking about a concert. Like, why isn't U2 or Coldplay or any of the other bands doing matinees? Like, I want to go to a show at 1 p.m. And I felt the same. Am I old?
Why? Well, if you think about it, the people with the money for the tickets that grew up working and listening to this stuff and would go to a concert at 9,
Right.
now will want to be in bed by 9. So yeah, 1 o'clock.
I would
makes
go and
sense.
see Bruce Springsteen at a lunchtime concert. Yes, I would.
There you go.
That needs to be a thing.
support
We
it.
need to start making like 2 p.m. concerts, like full on concerts. Yes,
down.
it's in the daylight. Yes, we can be weirdos in the daylight. Is that why concerts are at night?
I'm pretty good at being.
People
a
feel
weirdo.
less inhibited at night.
No, this is usually they're overtired and there's more drugs.
Ah, okay.
I think.
It's socially acceptable to do your drugs
I don't know.
at 9 p.m. rather than 2 p.m. I don't know if there's a time frame on that one.
I don't know. These days, I feel like anybody does anything out in daylight.
Good morning, Jan.
I'm sorry. Did you just bump cocaine right in front of us? Okay, it's 3 o'clock. Okay, you just left your brunch. What is going on?
I've
it's
seen
okay.
that.
Yeah. I feel like everybody has now.
It seems after COVID, we've lost all sense of decency.
Are you in the same pajamas for the last 2 days and haven't showered? Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I
Do
would.
you stand back when I have to smell through my nose? But do you? I'm happy for you.
Yeah, one of my podcasts went to a cannabis brunch on Saturday. And the stuff that I saw, I was really just, wow, we're doing that. We're doing that. We're doing that in groups. We're doing that in public. We're doing that outside. And it is 2 p.m. All right. I was surprised. I don't know why I was surprised, but I was very surprised.
Yep.
I'm like, I'll be having a mimosa.
Dude, people watching. People watching is fantastic.
I'll be at the bar with my mimosa, just watching it all happen.
We need to set up a table somewhere
You have fun.
and do this and just watch people.
Right.
Like we'll do it in Hyannis's town square and just watch
Right.
everybody that goes by.
Now that is some good people watching.
Some people with careers and lives, some people without. It's Hyannis, you don't know. I don't know.
I love that we're doing a lot of Patty's parties early this year for whatever reason. And once again, I think that there's just no timeline or day or night or whenever to party anymore. People are like, let's do this. Let's do it now. We'll do it all in the name of St. Patrick. No, let's have it happen. So there are parties both weekends. This weekend seems to be the bigger weekend for all of the Patty's parties. It's the parade weekend. Are you going to the parade?
Maybe. Yarmouth or Boston?
Any of them. I mean, I think we all just settle on Yarmouth now because nobody wants to drive to Boston if you're if you're over 30.
I don't do crowds. That's my thing.
I mean, I used to be very involved in the Southie Parade. We would go. My girlfriend lived right there, and we would just. It was debauchery. It was full on debauchery.
Yep. Yeah. Nobody has any respect for personal space.
No. We had the whole fire department like playing a band through. Like we funneled the parade through her whole yard at one point. It was a really good time, but that level of excitability for me is no longer good. I don't get down with that anymore. The Yarmouth parade, that's pretty good. But also seeing people on the side of 28 with their nips and flashing people and wearing beads, it's become a sight.
Nips and nips and nips and nips.
All of the nips.
All the flavors.
All of them. They're out there.
Yep.
It is definitely a spectacle. So good morning, Jennifer. You saw a guy in his pajamas at the weed place. Yeah, everybody goes out in their pajamas now. It doesn't matter. It's not just Walmart anymore.
Yeah.
That's out everywhere.
And Crocs used to be taboo. Now there's
It's on. It's a thing.
not crickets. What are the little accessories?
Widgets, bidgets.
I don't,
Smidgets.
smidgets. Who knows? It's a click in.
Oh, that's going to drive. Gibbets. I got it. It's gibbets.
Okay. Does anybody know?
I'm so sorry.
Comment
I
that
just
one
lost
below.
a piece
Gibbet.
of
I think gibbet
brain.
might be right.
Yeah.
Yep.
My son, too. But I got shunned. I got yelled at by my son when I didn't wear socks with my Crocs.
I thought the whole point was that I don't know. I don't understand fashion. I don't understand footwear. I now go get my old man sneakers and I'm content.
You should have seen the outfit he had on the other day. I was like, he's like, Mom, I got dressed in clothes today. First off, well, I don't know if he wanted a parade, but I guess 14-year-old boys only wear gym shorts and tank tops, but he got regular clothes on, but he looked weird in them. And I was like, I guess I'm just not used to seeing you in regular human clothes. It was a weird thing.
Are you growing up, child?
He looked off.
Yeah. I love you, but is something wrong?
He really did. Yeah, my Crocs have become my go-to shoe. Good morning, Ricky. I agree, Kelly. It's comfort. We're going for comfort here. We're not going for speed.
Yeah, it used to be that everybody had to be more and more presentable, and now it's just like, no, you just need to be comfortable and do you. And I think that part's great, fine, and dandy. But yeah, there's certain times you think of certain events or whatever. It's like, okay, pajama pants aren't for the gala fundraiser ball thing.
Oh, I've got one of those coming up, and I don't know what to wear, honestly.
Crocs and pajama pants, clearly. We just decided socially acceptable.
I'm used to party upstairs and then whatever downstairs. Don't look down there. Don't look at the shoe. Don't look at the foot choice. Don't look at the footwear. Don't look at me. I'm usually the help, to be fair, at those parties. So it doesn't really matter. I usually get away with my Converse, and I'm fine with my Chucks. Like, leave me be. Yeah. I'm the help.
Yep. What are you wearing? Oh, I got a nice sport coat and a Speedo. Just rocking it. Okay.
I want to go to that event.
Yeah. We're going to put a tablecloth in front of that table, and I'm going to sit there just fine.
So we've got this Patty's event that is happening on Saturday. We would love for you to come, CapeCodIrishFest.com. And it's over at New Seabury. It's a fundraiser for Dana-Farber, Jim Kiley and his friend. I think he's the one that runs the Falmouth Road Race. She runs the Boston Marathon for Team Lanzoni. And you have to raise a lot of money to run the Boston Marathon.
Yeah, you can't just show up.
No. Well, obviously no one's just showing up to run a marathon anyway. But you have to, I think the minimum is 10 grand to raise. So
I can stay on my couch for free.
I'll champion you from the sidelines. I mean, it is on my bucket list to actually do a marathon, whether that's in legs or whatever.
26.2, that's...
It is on my list.
you got to start practicing.
I got to start training, and maybe
Knees to chest, go.
next decade I'll be able to do it. And I'll be in a different age bracket. So I can be a little slower.
Yeah, I don't think we thought this one out. I think we're gonna have to reanalyze
Before
this.
I shuffle off this mortal coil, this is my words to you. I will run a marathon.
Yeah.
And the loose words of run.
Yeah, I got you.
I will participate
I'm
in a
fully
marathon.
supporting how likely this is gonna happen.
Even if it's I'm in a wheelchair and someone's pushing me, I am going to participate in a marathon.
I feel like we could do that now. We just walk the path. I'll push you in a wheelchair, and then
Even if
every
I
mile we
walk
rotate.
it.
You push me.
Yeah.
It's great. And then we can relive St. Patty's Day with just hide nips and hoodies.
Greg and Stephanie's Olympics. I
Yep.
feel like we're on to some sort of fundraiser here,
Done.
right?
Let's do it.
The Human Fund.
Yep. What are you supporting? We haven't decided yet. Someone's going to hit us up
I think
for
we're
this
on to something. I
masterpiece.
think,
Yeah.
right? It was like Michael Scott's, whatever, 5K. What was-
He would do a 5K parkour.
yeah, right.
Parkour. Parkour.
All right, I think we're on to this right now. I think I like where we're going with this. But yes, it's happening at Saturday. And there's going to be fiddlers, there's going to be Irish dancers, and Ireland the band. They are fantastic. Have you seen them play?
I don't think so, but I've
So
heard
let me
that.
just explain to you. They are fun. They are very Irish, and I've never seen a band take less of a break in my entire life. Like I was hired originally 4 years ago when this event started to play music in between the band. Well, their break is, Stephanie, we're gonna go get a shot of whiskey and we'll be right back. And it's not even a whole song. They walk
the
over to the
accent.
bar, they get the Jameson, they shovel it down, they wipe the sweat off their mouth, and then they get back to playing. It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
Which I appreciate.
This band is amazing. And I really don't want you to miss it. If you've not gotten a chance to see Ireland the band, I definitely suggest it. It's fiddles, it's just salty lyrics, and a really, really good time. It is. It's ruckus,
And
which
they're
is bizarre.
actually Irish.
Yes. And it is also bizarre to be happening in the ballroom at New Seabury. So it's like prom atmosphere with a salty Irish band. And I love every ounce of it. It is going to be a really good time.
Yep.
And well, what else are you going to do? It's going to be junky weather. So it's always nice inside of New Seabury. So that's where we'll be on Saturday. And then on Sunday, I will be at Knockabout. Our live Ella's is going to be there, and they're doing wood fire burning pizza, breakfast pizza.
I do love breakfast. And
Right?
pizza.
Breakfast foods on pizza. We say yes to that. So that'll be a good time.
Okay, I'll show up.
I went to
Food.
I learned how to brew beer yesterday. I am not good at it. It is a lot of math.
Oh, yeah. It's an art. It's an art.
So the Ladies Brew Club that puts together this brew every single year for the Pink Boot Society, which is female brewers. So they invited me this year to brew their batch of whatever it was. It's going to be this mango pale ale. So I'm excited for what this is going to taste like. But they were like, Stephanie, you want to measure things? And I was like, I don't know if I should be measuring things. I was terrible at it. Measuring hops, not good at it. And everything's in grams. And I'm like trying to gracefully, I'm pouring hops all over the floor. It's salt everywhere. It was a hot
an
mess.
image.
I know. Like, but by the time I got to work last night, from my shins down, my pants were all wet because I was like, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of moving parts while brewing beer. And then brewing beer at that capacity for an actual brewery. I was like, I think I'm best just having my IPA and sitting in the corner, but I'll watch.
I'm going to pay for the fruits of your labor because this is math.
I really was not part of this brew. They let me weigh things and I did that badly, and then they took a photo. Like, there she was. She participated. I didn't.
It's all about the meniscus. It's all about the
So
the dip.
Meg over at Knockabout and all of the fabulous females that did actually do the work yesterday. Oh, I did participate in taking the mash and putting it on a farmer's truck. That was a joke. It took 5 girls to get one bucket up there because it's heavy as all hell. And I learned how to get
Well,
these
what
things.
size bucket?
They were like I don't know.
Well, when you say bucket, I say 5 gallon.
No,
Okay.
bigger. It was a
Okay.
tub. It was like
Okay,
one of
there
those
we go.
green.
5 girls in one bucket. Well, that sounds bad. But But yeah, if you have like a vat or a tub,
Like, you know,
that makes sense.
when you're doing
5 human
yard
beings
work,
makes sense.
it's like a 5-gallon, like the green.
Oh, the big green.
Yeah. Yes.
But those are generally
So
for
it was
empty
that.
leaves.
But I learned how to get that sucker right on up. They put the 2x4, the piece of wood, then they wet the wood, and then we slid it up. I mean, when you think about being able to do it that way, it sounds easier than it actually is.
Somehow
They're like, we're
also-
going to somehow just throw water on this, and it's going to make that slide right on up. Well, it didn't slide right on
That
up.
also sounds dirty.
It didn't.
We got it wet and it slid right up.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very technical. I'm very sciencey today. Good morning,
Yeah.
T. Thank you for joining us. She said, good morning, sexy people.
Hey.
Hey. Tom, I love you. Hope you're feeling all right today. What else have we got going on?
Still can't wait to see Cocaine Bear. I'm sorry. I just have to see it. It's gory, stupid comedy, one-liners. I'm sorry, but it's now stuck in my head.
I haven't seen a good movie in a while. Not in quite some time.
I've also been one of those Marvel addicts, but now they're
not
also
a fan.
they're stretching them out now.
Yeah, they're dumb. They really.
Look at me. I need dumb in my life. dumb is the fun part. I have to do responsible, smart things all day.
I guess.
If you can get me in the corner going with a pinwheel hat, I'm probably having more fun.
No, that's a visual.
Yeah.
Sign me up for that party.
I swear, if you have one of those hats right now.
I may. You never know what I have lurking down here. I've been cleaning off things and putting things back up. It's been a lot. We've had a lot of usage of the studio, which I'm psyched for. It's really what it was intended for, and it's actually finally being used for that. However, it's been a lot of work. It's taking the fun out of my work,
Yeah. This was fun.
right? But when it comes in actual work, then it's so different.
Do you want to do a drunk one at like 9 o'clock at night?
It would have to be at like 6 p.m.
Jamie Lee Curtis would be proud. Yeah.
Cheers, Jamie Lee. I need to get this party started early because Mama likes to be in bed by like 7.
I get it. Yeah, but you're also up and killing it at 5, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm definitely like hit the ground running, and I've already done most things of my day before people have even thought about opening their eyes. So yes, to be fair.
To be fair.
Well, you know what? I've embraced this schedule. As we get older, you don't need as much sleep. And you really don't sleep all that well at night. And most of us find ourselves scrolling on their phone, stupid stuff at 3 a.m, 4 a.m. I've just decided that if this is what my body wants, then fine, we're working. Like, get up and get stuff done because...
Does your body want you doing a marathon in the next 10 years?
No, it doesn't,
Okay.
but I'm still going to do it.
Okay.
Is this something she needs? Maybe.
Needs, wants. What's the difference?
I know, honestly. Sunny D is releasing a vodka seltzer. I don't know how I feel about that.
That's just going to taste like orange plastic. Great.
Right?
I can hear the hangover.
Well,
Figure
you're-
that one out. I can hear the hangover coming.
This one's a White Claw pants over here, so...
Why is a brother going to be thrown under the bus? I'm just saying. It's a simple beverage. And no matter if the bartender hates you or loves you, you get the same beverage every time.
That's true. That is fair.
Oh, this bartender makes drinks weak, aka accurate. The rest of us are alcoholics. Okay? That's the real problem. You ever do that?
I think we had that last night. There was a situation where one of our friends was like, is there any booze in here? And I'm like, I feel like there is. So maybe you should address that with yourself.
Accurately made, tasty beverage. What I expected of said beverage was there. It was accurate.
Well, we've all been out when the bartender tries to murder you. Like, oh, I'm going to hook you up, my friend. That's not hooking me up. I don't want to taste all of that.
Yep.
I want to enjoy it leisurely at my pace.
Going around social media, there was a girl on some like news broadcast or whatever. You know, they bring on other presenters. It was like, oh, we're gonna add 3 ounces of bourbon with no pour, mind you. So it's just an open cap with a 1 liter, and just and it's full of ice, and it's now 3/4 full. I'm like, that's not.
Mark Anthony, if you write cocaine one more time in the chat, one more, I'm going to kill you.
Bear.
Our friend is
Wanna
having...
hang out? You got to take her out.
I purposefully skipped that song last night. There was a lot of references to cocaine in my 70s mix. I was just like, oh, Grateful Dead.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Moving on. Our friend is turning 50 on Friday. So,
your friend.
yeah, well,
Okay.
Bree's
Someone I know?
husband.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Yeah.
Does he look 50? No, he does not. This man does not age.
Good looking. It makes me sick.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Just sheer jealousy. That's all it is. I admit it.
Well, him and I bonded, I want to say, like 25 years ago when I had first moved to the Cape, and he was the bouncer at, and it was Monday Night Madness back in the day, Boathouse, and I would work there, and it was me and DJ Dave, and it was Chris, our bouncer. So, Chris looks I wouldn't mess with him. You know what I mean? His muscles, his big
Nicest, quiet guy.
bodybuilder. Like, you're not messing with this gentleman.
Looks like he's capable of removing your head from your body. but
Absolutely. So I forget what
More likely
Ron-
to say, hey, hi.
Yeah, right, exactly. Move on. You're not going to mess with them. But I forget what rom-com, some dumb teeny bopping girl movie we were talking about. And the delight in his face and how excited he got to talk about this same movie with us like he was one of the girls. I immediately knew we were going to be best friends. And that happened.
It's good people. He's generally smiling, mind his business,
He
having a
is
good day.
so funny. And we used to, just have a really good time laughing, giggling about dumb, stupid things you never would think that Chris would even watch, let alone enjoy. So right then and there, he became my best girlfriend.
Yep.
So it was just very funny when all of a sudden they asked me to do their wedding. I was like, you guys are dating? I didn't know. And then all of a sudden, I got into the group chat from hell. Do you know how many group chats from hell I am in? At any given point in the day, when I come out from this little cave that I do my work in, I have 87 missed text messages. 87. And then I have to decide which group chat from hell it is. Is it my Ruck for Hit group? That makes me laugh. Great. There's 10 people in that. There is a moms group. There are 10 people in that one. I've also got a former ballet moms group. There's 8 people in that one. And then I have my general family group chat, which is about 12 people in it. So I don't even know where to jump in at some points. Where did this start? And I'm sitting there like this. Or half the time I don't respond. Now I have a new one for the kids' flag football thing that I'm in. And so I'm like, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. So I apologize to you if you are in one of these groups, which, by the way, I just mentioned about 65 of my friends. Not even kidding you. 65 of you.
And everybody wants to be her friend.
No,
So
that's
unfortunately,
not true.
I'm telling you.
But I don't know what you're talking about. Can you just text me individually what you need of me? That's all I ask of you.
Sidebar. It's a sidebar.
Sidebar, tell me what's happening. Or that's what I'll call my friend. I'll text my friend Julie. Can you please just tell me what's happening so that I need to know where I need to be?
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Because I can't.
Can you give me the TLDR? Like, what did I miss in the 75 notifications?
Don't have the brain capacity for any of this. And I love it. They were like, well, we texted you. And I'm like, I can, where? At what point? And I'm not even exaggerating. 87 yesterday. 87.
My problem is when I'm in another one of these particular groups and it's just all day. Like, it'll start at noon on a Wednesday for a particular meeting or whatever later. Hey, who's coming tonight? Oh, me. Oh, I'm me. Oh, I'm me. Oh. And there's 37 notifications. Meanwhile, I'm on a ladder going, I don't want to be here.
I love the camaraderie. I love that we're all talking. I love that we're in this little thing together. But please, if you actually need something of me, don't send it in a group. Never.
Blind carbon copy.
Don't
Send one email, put everyone's email address in the blind carbon copy line. Yes, there's a purpose to BCC.
I love that.
And then walk away.
Yeah.
Everybody will get one copy. You will reply. The poor son of a gun that got stuck with sending it will get 37 replies, but I won't get 415 replies.
Absolutely fabulous.
I feel like I'm running that marathon. It's ridiculous. 26.2 notifications per minute.
Ours definitely should not be called a mom's group. It is we use that as a loose term. I should probably not have put the words loose and mom in the same group chat.
Everything's filthy if you apply yourself. Welcome, everyone. I have brought her to the dark side. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have. Yeah, your mom's group chat is about to blow up now.
right. It
You
is
said
just
what about us?
Fabulous ladies that happen to be also mothers. Leaving it at that.
Tightly wound human beings.
Yes. Well, I did have
the
that
hole.
conversation. Remember, we were looking at the story today about if you want to have that moment in your day that you should take a 30-minute jog because it's better than any blue pill you could ever take.
Oh yeah. Yeah. As we're talking about dating with Greg and the blue pill running versus now we're talking about marathon full circle.
Running,
not getting
right?
out of bed. I'm never getting out of bed again. That's basically what's happening. Greg, you go for a 30-minute jog to increase.
Safer if I just stay here.
Make your relationship better. Nope. Staying single now. Thanks.
Well, and then I see
Headlines.
these things that just make me feel extremely inadequate, like a fitness enthusiast that did 8,000 pull-ups in 24 hours for a new world record.
I would eat 8,000 Doritos in 1 hour.
I would like
That's
to
fine.
just do one. That was kind of my goal for a while. Even when I was in the best shape of my life, I still couldn't do it. I couldn't deploy those back muscles. I don't know how to physically actually do it.
Well, I don't know. There's not a lot of people that use those muscles all day long.
That's
it's
true.
an intentional exercise.
What about beet juice? No.
Probably a
drinking beet
good
juice.
supplement. It might be. They might be referencing like the apple cider vinegar, ACV stuff, or lemon water every day is better for your health. Click
No.
here for 17 reasons why.
I think Lindsay was saying that beet juice is better than Viagra.
Oh, here I am thinking we're talking about health tips. Nope, we're talking about men's performance
Yep.
anxieties. Great.
Yes. And yes. So
See, I
there's
tried to
that.
get out of the gutter. All right, I brought her into
He
it.
did,
I'm
he
trying
did.
to
He
come
really
back
tried.
out. I'm really A for effort. Can I get something?
All right. Well, I have to get on with my appointments for the day. Anything that you want to say to everyone out there?
Hi.
He's still single. He's still available.
I don't drink beet juice. Leave me alone. Ugh.
Maybe this might be an avenue for you, Greg. Hit that beet juice up and then we'll talk.
Greg, she's cute. There's no way that woman's of age. When I say of age, I mean like over 30.
I really need to work on my identifying skills for what is what age.
Thank you for transitioning from trying to set up my child with a girl versus your buddy. That's 20 years difference. Yeah.
I don't think that there's anybody in our bracket that is good for you.
Thanks. Wow.
Right? I was like,
On that note, everyone else have a wonderful day.
I'm also married, so I don't know. I can't even tell what's what.
Well, it's one of those things. Unfortunately, you know how everyone says all the nicest things and then immediately go behind your back and go into the not so loose mom group chat and talk all the garbage. It's like, oh, Greg, we're gonna find you a nice girl. You deserve someone nice. Like, okay. Great.
Lucky for you, I don't do that. I say it right out loud to everyone. So
Yeah, sugarcoating? Nah, we're past that.
there's zero
We're
finesse
good.
here. It
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yep. No.
All right. We'll talk to you tomorrow. We may or may not have Brianna on the show. So I'll be looking forward to that.
Oh,
Who's
your
it?
new friend.
My new friend, our fitness enthusiast that has a lot to say. And she's got a lot of followers on YouTube. And I'm just curious how she got those. So apparently she posts fitness videos. Maybe if I can get like one tip that I might actually use, I would do it every day.
What kind of fitness you doing? I
don't-
think we
all
just
my-
touched on this.
All of my friends were trying. All of my fitness friends have been trying. And I said the best way to get me to work out is to trick me into it. That is the best way to get me to go work out.
Oh my God, we're
Make
going
it a
out
game. Trick me.
Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. We're doing mimosas. All of a sudden, we're at a gym.
Yeah.
No.
I would do it. And then I'm like, oh, okay, we're doing this. But then I wouldn't answer that call for a long time afterwards.
When I was smarter and got out of bed more often on time, I had a good time going to a gym. Then it was body weight predominantly, but you don't have to lift heavy
Like a
weights to get in
CrossFit
shape.
situation.
No, more. He was great trainer. He's focused more on doing the exercise correctly.
Yeah.
Than it is about doing the weight.
Yeah, because
and
once you
something-
injure yourself, forget it. Then
Yeah.
you're way worse than you ever were.
And I had some pretty bad back issues at the time. And it was more about, all right, well, for you, we're going to adapt everything this, that, and the next way. And you just got to do it. Turns out, though, your diet matters too.
I know.
So mimosas and donuts is not what you're supposed to do. after a sprightly morning workout
That's
Saturday
fine. Just
morning.
throw a squat in there and then we'll be fine, right?
I squatted into this chair. I'm going to get back out. I'm going to use the table.
Good morning, Liz, and good morning, Kim. We hope you guys have a really good day today. Donuts and mimosas are not the way to lose weight, just in case you're wondering. And follow us for more fitness tips.
Yeah. The model of health that I am.